Hi, my name is Fredric Morgan, and I'm a product marketing manager for Visio. I'm joined by Tripteesh. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I am Tripteesh Kaur, a product manager with Microsoft Visio. I am looking forward to this session today. We have a lot of exciting information to share with you all.
Today, we're here to discuss Visio and how you can create professional diagrams anytime, anywhere, with anyone. So here's our agenda. First, I want to introduce Visio. I really want you guys to also understand the experience for Microsoft 365 users, how Visio integrates with Microsoft 365, how you can choose the right plan for Visio, and then what's coming to Visio for the web. Let's begin by taking a quick look at our current working situation. Remote working and collaboration is now key as it pertains to hybrid working, and if you haven't noticed, we're in a major pandemic right now. Did you know that 25% of global knowledge workforce will choose their home as a primary workplace by 2022? 51% of executives want a hybrid work environment for the future, and 76% of businesses believe that improving operational efficiency is critical in the coming year as they plan their return to work strategies.
Well, that's interesting, Frederick, what you mentioned about the hybrid work shift. But can you help us understand how Microsoft is solving this problem?
Microsoft already has these productivity apps: Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Teams, and Visio, which is a diagram solution that we'll get into shortly. I want to take a moment and say that these tools alone are powerful, but together they're beyond. I mean, take Teams, for example. The incredible things that Teams has done to allow for more collaboration speaks volumes. Microsoft 365 brings up your best ideas in school, work, and life. Connected experiences help us to be more productive with intelligence that transforms the way we work. Integrated workflows that streamlines business processes with customized apps and workflow automation to increase efficiency. And intelligent security, which harnesses the power of AI to protect assets compliantly and to guard against modern threats, all without hindering productivity.
Well, that's a very good point that you raised. Protecting what's important for our users is something that Microsoft focuses on. And I believe Visio shares the same DNA as of the rest of Microsoft 365. So, Frederick, tell us what is Visio?
Yes, let's get into Visio, the main event. Visio is a diagram application by Microsoft that helps you visualize information so that you can communicate clearly. It is more than a simple diagramming tool. It's an innovative solution that lets you visualize complex processes and ideas, which you can then collaborate on and share with your team members, no matter where they are. Visuals have always been a powerful way of communication. Most of us process information better and faster when it's presented visually. So no matter what your job is, whether it's a professional diagrammer or an educator or a business professional, everyone is using diagrams. Visio provides you with that platform to easily create diagrams, be it a process flowchart or something as complex as a floor plan for your new office. Visio is there for you. In short, Visio provides you with an effortless way to create diagrams, bring your ideas to life, and unleash the power of Visio collaboration. Visio also works seamlessly with existing apps such as Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, and Excel, and integrates very well with other apps within the Microsoft ecosystem. In Teams, you can create a Visio diagram, pin as a tab, and really collaborate with anyone. With Word and PowerPoint, you can export Visio diagrams to these canvases to communicate ideas, just to name a few. Visio really does complement all of these apps. Like I've mentioned, we wanted a tool that allows you to whiteboard, collaborate, and connect. When I say connect, I mean connect as in you're having a living, breathing diagram that's really connected to data.
So, you're saying that Visio and Microsoft 365 are better together, and that now our users can work anytime, anywhere, and really with anyone? Tell me more about this.
Yes, a lightweight Visio app is now available in Microsoft 365 for all commercial subscribers. It's available to them at no additional cost. This is great for everyone that diagrams. We really felt that most visual users, especially the ones that might not be diagramming every day, needed their own outlet to diagram. More and more people for which diagram isn't the most important part of their job are seeing that diagrams can be used to convey other information more effectively. The purpose really of Visio and Microsoft 365 is to make diagramming easy for everyone.
Well, that's great news, Frederick. We've been seeing an increasing ask for a simple and sophisticated diagramming tool between the business professionals. And I feel this is a great move in that direction. Personally, I was elated when I heard this announcement earlier.
We are very excited that this last announcement and our customers are eagerly waiting for the same. Tripteesh, you've been working very closely with Visio and M365. So tell us, what does this experience look like for our Microsoft users and what can be done in the web app?
Sure, let me take you through how users can get started with Visio in Microsoft 365. So, getting started with Visio is very simple. The experience is designed to be intuitive and office like so that even new users have an easy and strong starting point for creating diagrams. What makes Visio for the web different from its desktop counterpart is that you can practically access it from anywhere through almost any browser, no matter where you're working. To get started, visit office.com portal and search for Visio in the All Apps menu. You can start from right within Teams as well, or your document library at a SharePoint site or OneDrive for Business. And there are more than a dozen templates available on Visio homepage. You can use any of those to have some inspiration or quickly get started in the right direction. So all in all, it's a very simple, intuitive, and robust start experience.
Those creation points and diagrams sounds like a great starting point for Microsoft 365 users. Tell us, how easy is it to use the Visio for the web app in Microsoft 365?
Well, Visio is very easy to use and it comes with a host of shapes, icons, and stencils that users can pull to create diagrams. Users can also apply various themes and shape effects to customize the diagrams. Other Office-like features such as drag and drop, align and position, grouping, control point modifications, and linking shapes with connector, etc. makes it very easy to customize your diagram without compromising the overall layout. The vast set of app and canvas capability provide a very flexible environment for diagramming. The new experience with custom connection point makes adding new connectors more seamless and intuitive than ever before. You can add as many connection points you want wherever you want. You can use the arrows to depict the relationship and customize the diagram to your needs. Now imagine you've completed your diagram and you need to change just one shape. You don't need to go ahead and delete the connectors and shape to just simply replace that one. You can use the change shape feature and it will retain its connection and formatting. That's how easy using Visio web app is. The page personalization options also provide the flexibility of authoring the diagram as you want, be it a predefined page size or a custom dimension to suit your need. Continuing with the extensive app capabilities, there are so many other Office-like capabilities such as multi-page operations, easy navigation, ordering of pages, or your hyperlinks that make Visio web apps super easy to use and enhances the web experience for our Microsoft 365 users.
Hey, that seems helpful for our Microsoft 365 users, but can I work and collaborate with others at the same time?
Oh, yes, of course. With the introduction of co-authoring, Visio for the web users can work together with other editors in real time. They can watch the diagram changes from their colleagues live and enjoy the popular collaboration features such as comments, etc. to communicate. You can edit your diagram simultaneously with colleagues who are using Visio web app and encourage greater collaboration on diagram with easy sharing, in-app presence, and shape-specific comments.
Now that sounds great, but I want to see that in action. Is it as simple as going to office.com and finding the Visio app in the All Apps menu?
You are absolutely right. Well, on office.com, you click on the Visio app tile and it will open the Visio start page with popular diagram templates. Go to more templates to explore the rest of the library. Now, I want to create a basic flowchart and I find a template and click on create. It spins up a new Visio file for me. I can use the flowchart shapes available in the left shape panel to effortlessly drag drop shapes to the canvas and then quickly add subsequent flow with one click along with its connectors. The text editing capability is also very intuitive. I can also style the text with various formatting operations. Connecting two shapes has become so intuitive and seamless with custom connection points, allowing you to connect two shapes wherever I want. The web app also provides the ability to customize the diagram using various color and themes. So for example, here I go ahead and drop the shape to the canvas, I do the text editing operations, and now I want to just go ahead and change the theme of it. So I go to the more template and set the right color for it. Now I want this document to be consumed by others, so I've uploaded it to a Teams channel and I'm going to pin it as a tab for easy access. All I need to do is click on the plus icon and save the Visio file that I want to pin. I'm also going to go ahead and post about it in the Teams channel to bring everyone's attention for review. It's as simple as starting a new conversation over here. Now that my file is shared on Teams, I can work on it with my colleagues. I open the file within Teams and click on Edit. I can see that my colleague Joni has also joined me working on this document. I can watch all her changes live on the canvas, and I can even see her presence on the shapes. We both can work simultaneously on this diagram without affecting the diagram layout. I can use the comments functionality to review, share feedback, and communicate very easily with my colleagues. Now let's look at it from the other user's perspective. Jeremy saw the team's notification about return to work plan and decided to review it. He can pinch and zoom into the area for the easier readability. He sees the comments and realizes that his team needs to take care of this action. So he uses the modern comment experience to quickly reply to the comment and have conversation in a single thread. Overall, it's a very easy and intuitive experience to use the web app offered in Microsoft 365 subscriptions. Well, I feel Visio and Microsoft will help a lot of our users to work together. Fredric, you earlier mentioned about Visio being integrated well with Microsoft 365. Can you tell us more about it?
I'm glad you asked that question. Well, the short answer is yes. Visio is a core part of the Microsoft 365 suite now, and it's imperative that Visio should work well with all the Microsoft 365 apps. Let's start with OneDrive, Microsoft's cloud storage app. Users can access their Visio files from virtually anywhere with confidence using OneDrive. Files can be shared with anyone. No Visio license is required to view diagrams, giving all stakeholders the opportunity to provide feedback on process flows before they even get implemented. Visio is very much a part of Microsoft's overall effort to streamline productivity and collaboration. Integration between Visio and Microsoft Teams is a perfect example of this. Users can create, view, edit, and collaborate on their Visio diagrams directly in Teams. Plus, in-app comments and app mentions in Teams makes it easy to collect others' feedback in a single thread. Users can also export their diagrams as images from Visio or copy them to put in other documents or presentations that they are working on. All this makes Visio an easy-to-learn solution that anyone can use, even those with limited or no diagramming experience. Data Visualizer has been another hugely successful Visio feature release that leverages the power of another Microsoft 365 product, Excel. Since its release, Data Visualizer has been used by companies across industries to convert their Excel process data into visualized diagrams. With this add-in, you can create diagrams from data in Excel in a few clicks.
Well, wow, I can think of so many use cases being met by Visio's integration with other apps and how greatly it will benefit our users. At Microsoft, we always say that protecting what's important to our users is of paramount importance. So tell us, Fredric, apart from these integrations, how does Visio provide the security and other controls to enterprises?
Built on the Microsoft Cloud, the web version of Visio inherits many of the same security, accessibility, and compliance features as Microsoft 365 products. First and foremost, Visio for the web is always up to date. There's never a need to install a new version. It also supports a variety of accessibility features, helping advance Microsoft's commitment to make its productivity solutions available for everyone. You can prevent information leakage using information rights management, IRM protection. In compliance with global standards like GDPR, gives users confidence that they're meeting many of the latest requirements. All in all, Visio for the web is an enterprise-grade solution. I have a question for you. You have been connecting closely with our customers. Can you shed some light on how Visio is benefiting our customers today? And is it making their job easy?
Of course, let me share a couple of stories with you. So let's start with corporate health. Corporate health is one of the first customers to be able to use Visio Data Visualizer to a great extent. Their team was geo-globally located with various roles ranging from nurses, doctors to a research assistant, and all of them were able to use Excel as a common language. They wanted an easy and quick way to work on list and convert it to a visual. So they used the data visualizer add-in by Visio to connect to data and create a Visio diagram from it. These diagrams then help them collaborate, review, and discuss right within Visio. The only thing the users had to do was to continue updating the Excel list. That is the power of Visio and its integration with Microsoft 365. Let me share with you another story about the Fulton County schools. Fulton County schools were able to use the entire Microsoft product suite and build a solution for them. All of the Microsoft products worked well together to build that non-complex solution. They were able to bring in Power BI and Project along with the Visio charts to make a solution that worked seamlessly for their clients. This was possible because Visio integrated so well with Microsoft 365 ecosystem. It's truly amazing and insightful how Visio is helping our customers solve their problem. So, Frederic, with the availability of the new Visio web app in Microsoft 365, Visio now has three plans: Visio in Microsoft 365, Visio Plan 1, and Visio Plan 2. Tell us, how are these different? And I think this is something that our viewers would also be very interested to know. How should they choose about the right Visio plan for them?
Visio in Microsoft 365 will include the web application and templates for general purpose diagrams, co-authoring, and much more. The Plan 1 users will have all the features that a Visio and Microsoft 365 customer has, plus 2 gigabytes of OneDrive storage and additional diagram types such as IT database, network, etc. Plan 1 also provides integration with Power BI. A Plan 2 user will have everything a Plan 1 user would, as well as ready-made templates with over 250,000 industry templates, and the ability to integrate with other Microsoft apps such as Power Automate for workflows, Excel for data-connected diagrams, Word, PowerPoint, etc.
Thanks for that information, Frederic. I think that's really helpful. But does this change anything for Visio Plan 1 and Plan 2 users?
There's absolutely nothing that our Plan 1 and Plan 2 users will need to do in regards to this, because nothing will change for these users. They will still have access to all the features and diagrams that they had before.
Well, that's great news. But Frederic, can you tell us a bit more about what can I diagram with each of these plans?
Great question. Visio Microsoft 365 is designed to provide users with the most popular diagrams for all of the essential needs. So Visio Microsoft 365 includes general diagrams like basic diagrams, block, Venn, cycle, etc. That helps users visualize their business information easier. It's also included basic flowcharts and process diagrams to allow users to convert their complex workflows into professional-looking diagrams. Visio Plan 1 offers many more diagrams in addition to Visio and Microsoft 365, such as cross-functional flowcharts, SDL for extended process visualization, UML and ERD for IT database visualization, and a bunch of network diagrams like Azure and AWS, etc. Visio Plan 2 includes all the diagrams available in Plan 1, but Plan 2 also has a desktop app. The desktop app offers a lot more specialized diagram types such as org charts, mind maps, and floor plans.
That's very helpful information, but I have a few more questions which I've heard our customers asking us frequently. So you mentioned that Visio web app will be available for all the commercial Microsoft 365 users. Will it be available for non-profit users as well?
Yes, currently Microsoft 365 Business Basic, Microsoft 365 Business Standard, Office 365 E1, E3, and E5 are offered at a discounted price to all nonprofits. Each of these plans will include the Visio web app.
And what about the sovereign clouds? What are Visio's plan about making Visio and Microsoft 365 available to these users?
We intend to enable Visio and Microsoft 365 for GCC, GCC High, and other sovereign clouds following the worldwide release.
Well, that's great news. But another question on who gets Visio and Microsoft 365. Will it be available to the Microsoft 365 consumer and F1 subscribers?
No, not at this time.
Okay, I'm sure this clarifies a few things for our viewers. So when should the Microsoft 365 users expect Visio to be available to them?
We have started a gradual rollout, introducing Visio and Microsoft 365 in August 2021. By the end of the calendar year, Visio and Microsoft 365 is expected to be available to all eligible tenants, but can take up to 6 months to reach general availability worldwide.
Well, I have one last question for you. So once Visio and Microsoft 365 is rolled out and made available to me, what do I need to do to enable it? Any particular steps or actions?
No action is required to enable Visio and Microsoft 365. Your administrator will be notified in advance prior to it being made available for your organization. Once Visio and Microsoft 365 is available, it will be enabled by default. You can access it from www.office.com. Visio apps under All Apps menu by signing in your work or school account. Well, you've asked a lot of questions. Now it's my turn. Can you tell us what's coming for Visio for the web in the future? What does this roadmap look like?
Sure, yeah, let me take you through it. So we're continuing to rapidly release new features for both Visio Desktop and Visio for the web, with greater focus on features that integrate with Microsoft 365 products. Over the past year, we released capabilities as real-time co-authoring, page setup, hyperlinks, self-serve purchase, and multiple diagrams like ERD, Azure, AWS, to name a few. Now, our future releases include enhancements to existing features like Data Visualizer add-in for Excel and development of some of the entirely new ones like Visio app for Microsoft Teams. We'll be bringing app mentions to Visio for the web so you can collaborate effectively with others and have grids and snaps for precision diagramming. Organization charts and mind maps are some of the popular diagram types that we'll be introducing in web. Visio's momentum is at an all-time high right now, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
That seems like a really exciting roadmap. I am looking forward to these capabilities in Visio for the web. With that, I'll leave our viewers with some of the resources. We have our comparison chart, product feedback, where you can send feedback, and we have social. There are a variety of ways for you to learn about and try Visio. We also hope you'll interact with us through our tech community site and on social media, where we'll continue to announce new features. So you just learned about how you can create professional diagrams anywhere, anytime, with anyone. Our next session will go into a deeper dive of our roadmap, and we'll hope you'll watch. Thank you for watching our session, and we hope to see you in our next section, which is a look at Microsoft Visio now and beyond.
Thank you, everyone.